When it comes to hunting gear, one of my biggest priorities is my blade, because I'm so big on hunting for meat and making meat. Now, whether that's skinning an animal in the field or coming back and actually working on the finer cuts, the most important part is having a sharp blade. WorkSharp has so many different sharpeners to choose from, some that are for the field, some that are more for at home or hunting camp. The guided field sharpener, for instance, I keep this in my hunting pack or my pocket all the time so that I can touch up an edge while I'm working on an animal in the field, in the moment. But when I head out into the field to begin with, I always start with a sharp blade. So when I'm sitting at home or I'm sitting in hunting camp, I like to get all my knives touched up so the moment I get into the field, they're ready to go. With so many different options from WorkSharp for those at-home sharpeners, you really got a lot of decisions to make. And it all comes down to what type of system you're most comfortable with. One that I've really grown to like is this Benchstone. It's super simple, but it's a controlled platform that allows you to get a really sharp edge, and you're just not gonna go wrong with this thing, especially when you consider the price point of around $40. It's a steal. Now, with most sharpening systems from WorkSharp, they try to make it as easy as possible for anybody to sit down and sharpen a knife. So usually you're gonna have a variety of abrasive surfaces, and then you're also gonna have some angle guides, depending on what type of blade you're sharpening. In the case of the Benchstone, you've got two different angle guides to choose from. You've got 20 degree and 25 degree. And all you have to do is just pull this little piece off. It's magnetic. It just slaps right back on there, right into place, as soon as you decide what angle you want to use to sharpen your knife. The three different abrasive surfaces on this one are 320 grit, 600 grit, and ceramic. If your knife is really beat up, you're going to want to start with the coarser grit, which would be the 320. And if it's not so beat up, maybe start with that 600, or even just right to the ceramic to work out some of those finer nicks. What's also cool about this, and is unique technology to WorkSharp, is their pivot response. So this has a locking mechanism on it that you can just toggle back and forth. So if you have a knife with a curved blade, you run it across the surface and it's actually going to give way with that blade while you're sharpening it, so you can get that nice smooth edge across the curved end of your knife. So when you run it across there, as you'll see, it pivots right with it, so you're going to be able to get that sharp edge all the way across the entire length of the blade. So if you're like me and a sharp knife is a priority, you're going to find plenty of options from WorkSharp.